All right, what is going on, everybody? Hitting you with back-to-back double feature on this wonderful Revenge of the Sith. That's right, we've got the Brandalorian doing a action figure review on the Star Wars The Black Series, the Phantom Menace, number 6 in the Phantom Menace line, none other than the famous Doug SEBULBA. And I have been wanting to get my hands on this guy for a while. Phantom Menace is my personal favorite Star Wars film, so let me just get that out of the way. So having an iconic character, one of those unique creatures that George Lucas created for that movie, I remember seeing his face on the trailer. It just brings a lot of nostalgia for me. So I'll be grading this one likely with a curve. So be gentle. We've got a really cool picture of SEBULBA here, some art, and then in his famous pod racer, which looks really great. Turning him around, we've got the same artwork there, and then a bio on SEBULBA. Can't really see the contents too much because there's a little bit of extra plastic in there, but I say that gives us an excuse to go ahead and crack this guy open now. And here we have SEBULBA, the Doug, outside of the packaging, and this thing looks fantastic. Even Turbo thinks so. No thanks, Turbo. I mean, come on, like, look at the detail, all that great sculpt work with this very unique species of alien that George Lucas introduced us to during the Phantom Menace. So many iconic alien creatures we got during that time. A lot of people were upset that it was a lot of CGI, but there were way more practical effects than people realize, especially with some miniatures and things like that. But yeah, just going down and looking all that, look at all that sculpt where the ears, I mean, it looks like it just hopped right off the screen. The eyes are a little hard to see, but you can see them in there right there. He's got his SEBULBA skin pattern here. Look at the ears, look at the ridges. I mean, this thing spared no expense in the sculpt and the paint department. Look at underneath the throat there, coming down the neck, and the outfit looks fantastic. I mean, it looks identical to what we see in the screen. Got the little chainmail here in the front and the back. Got a little triangle that's painted there. Moving on down to his arm feet. They look great. Got some toenails sculpted there. That pattern comes all the way down on the legs, and then is more light on the bottom. And then his leg hands here are open. One's a little bit more open, the one on the left here compared to the one on the right. I think this one's meant to hold one of his accessories, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. But yeah, as far as the aesthetic goes, I think they freaking nailed it. Okay, now we're gonna go over some articulation. We've got really good shoulder articulation where we can split them out just like that. We can swivel them like that. We've got an elbow joint right there. Swivel at the wrist, and I think there's there's a lot of, it kind of is like in a ball joint, it feels like, the hands and the wrist, or the feet, I should say. Feet hands. He has a lot of articulation points on his legs. One at the knee, or the thigh, knee, and then similar to the hand feet, we've got some extra articulation so you can really kind of get him into some dynamic character type poses. And then he's got articulation forward at the back at the neck, and then on the head it's on a ball joint, so you can just spin all the way around like so. So very good articulation for this very unique body type. Looking at accessories, we've got the little dead frog toad thing that Jar Jar was trying to eat. Sculpted well. Look at the eyes, the mouth, and the flipped around feet. We've got some detail along the back there. Dead, ready to be eaten by Jar Jar, but then stolen by SEBULBA. And then, of course, we've got his pod racing mask here, which has some translucent see-through parts for the eyes, and then all the sculpting and paintwork, leather look. Really, really nice to have this character in Black Series so we can get this cool looking outfit. And here he is with his pod racing gear. It looks exactly how we've seen it in the movie. Slips right on top of the head there and looks great. The iconic SEBULBA look. And here we've got Black Series Jar Jar Binks with SEBULBA, and just wanted to give you an example of what it looks like when you stand him up on his feet, and it looks great. Could do that quite easily, and there he is holding his little alien snack. I think they knocked this character out of the park. I mean, I love anything to do with Phantom Menace. Both these creatures, I mean, I know Phantom Menace and Jar Jar get a lot of hate, but this brings back a lot of nostalgia for me, and I love that the prequels are getting some love here, and I think SEBULBA was an awesome figure. But let me know what you all think in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next episode.